The control of the elements by the great beings in charge of the four elements. The fire element. Directors, Helios and Vesta. Inhabitants, Salamanders. Beloved Helios speaks. I am the authority for this universe come in answer to your own heart's magnetic pull of love, and with my compliment, beloved Vesta. We shall, through the courtesy of your force field, direct that will which is ours for this earth planet to every cell and atom of the planet itself, the elemental life substance imprisoned by the corrupt use of thought and feeling, and the outer consciousness of mankind. As from our body's light, our heart's love, our mind's thought, was the planet first designed. So do we claim it now to fulfill its divine purpose in this universe, to become and remain a star of freedom, emitting that light which is of its parents, radiating that love which is of its parents, proceeding in grace according to the wisdom of its parents. You are in fairly good control of the arms that belong to your body, and you have a certain dexterity in the use of your fingers, and each one has certain important services to perform for yourselves and for others. You must come under such control of the light rays passing from your bodies. It is not enough to be an unconscious radiating center, which would be like having a body with arms and hands with no directive intelligence within them. You must become, in your training and advancement and progress toward God perfection, the conscious controlling activity of consciously created and directed light rays, which you can use as you use the fingers on your hands, regulating the length of those light rays, regulating the pressure of any one upon conditions that need assistance and healing. It is the direction of those mighty light rays consciously which can still the storm, which can part the core of the cyclone. It is those mighty light rays consciously directed which can cause all manner of discord to cease at a moment's notice. Practice, beloved ones, directing them, focusing them, and then exerting a pressure of your feeling through them, wherever earth conditions at the moment require assistance to be given. The externalization of your mantle of light, the direction of the light rays from your heart to form your aura of peace, of harmony, of purity, of perfection, and the cohesive power of love to draw toward you the substance of this world, the ascended master friends of light and co-workers who with you will continue to expand the glories of the kingdom. If there is too much of the cohesive power, and you draw through sympathy, either substance or individuals, to pour into the heart center of your world, the balance is lost, and the harmony too. If there is too much of the outgoing force, the power of expulsion, and you drive both substance and friends away, you have not mastery, and your road is a lonely one. This is what I charge. My own substance of energy, into you. And hope in the name of God that made us all, that the friends of Helios shall move with shining, smiling faces through this universe. And man can discern our close association and proximity by your happiness in service, your buoyancy in living, your joy in loving God and man. For never was it known that there could be an unhappy son, and you are sons and daughters of sun gods. Beloved Astrea, the feminine complement of the Elohim of purity, speaks. The sacred fire renders two services, one manifesting as constructive form in any sphere, including the physical appearance world, the other manifesting as the power of etherealization of form, as the completion of its usefulness. The Salamanders are of tremendous help to the directors of the Fire Kingdom. Many of these salamanders are as large as the Empire State Building, while many are as small as the head of an ordinary pin. They serve constantly under the direction of their leaders to dissolve the impurities released through the destructive use of creative centers, thoughts, and feelings of mankind, and are a tremendous boon to the beings of the elements of earth, air, and water. I would particularly like you to acknowledge and bless these salamanders for their service through the ages, not only in this physical appearance world, but also in the inner spheres where disembodied life streams dwell between embodiments. Fire in a destructive way has caused the loss of homes, lives, and property. Therefore, mankind have a fear, often buried in the etheric garment, of the action of fire. We are endeavoring to remove the fear from the etheric consciousness of the people and replace that fear with the love of the purifying radiation and activities that are within the sacred fire. The removal of the cause, effect, record, and memory of such fear shall take place, and the sacred fire will be welcomed by all evolutions in the earth, on the earth, and in its atmosphere as a liberating, freeing, purifying power. I do decree it. Will you please stop right here and call for the removal of the cause and core of all fear of the fire element, and then call sincerely and deeply for forgiveness for any misuse of the fire element by your life stream and that of all mankind back into the beginning of time. As this is done, we shall be actively sublimating those errors of the past and present and preventing the cause of errors of the future by mankind now embodied, as well as those who are to take embodiment in the future. I choose to cooperate with the beloved Elohim of purity, beloved Claire, by creating, sustaining, expanding, and using the circle and sword of blue flame in, through, and around every inharmonious and discordant expression of life. I cannot express all my gratitude to you for calling to me and allowing me such freedom to act in the emotional, mental, etheric, and physical bodies of mankind. Thus, the wedges of impurity that have lodged themselves around the electrons are being removed, and the purifying grace of my beloved Claire is taking the place vacated by the discord.
Helios and Vesta, send thy help this hour. Transmute all wrong causes with thy loving power. To thee now we humbly pray, Lord Mahachohan. Raise all elemental life forever to stay. Blessed Salamanders from the heart of light, elemental beings of God's fire so bright. We are also grateful for God's gift of fire. Heaven's peace and photo now has laid us fire. To transcend all earthly strife, now shall be set free, as men now decrease to live in purity.